Hello, I'm Laura. It's Friday, April 10th, 2026, and these are today's Heartlines. Our theme for Heartlines this week is breakthrough. And frankly, I have needed a breakthrough of my own. With all that has been happening this week, I have been overwhelmed by the complexity and not knowing exactly what to talk to you about. Then I realized what I needed was a breakthrough from complexity to simplicity, and that is our theme today. So let's start with the Artemis 2 mission, which has given us a new look at the moon and at the earth and our humanity as a whole. And they may have completed by now, but at this point, we are holding the astronauts in our hearts and prayers as I make this video for a safe return. Now, with that going on, here on Earth, it hasn't felt like a whole Earth. There's been a lot of polarization. While a ceasefire has been announced between Iran and the U.S., Israel is still firing upon Lebanon. So the Strait of Hormuz has only been opened to a limited degree. And while there are peace talks going on this weekend, we do not know what that outcome is going to be. So resolving all of this and myself, one thing being announced while other things were happening, because I don't know about you, but to me a ceasefire means cease firing. But we'll see what happens. So I went to my heart and I said, really, what is calling me today? And I invite you to do the same. When you see complex headlines, not to resist the complexity, but to embrace it and go beyond it. Go deeper to what your heart is calling you to do. You embrace the complexity, you focus on one aspect. For me, it's peace building. In this world, how can I participate even more in peace building in a way that is manageable and practical for me, not overwhelming? So looking that up, I came across an Alliance for Peace Building. Alliance for Peace Building is what it's called, which is an award-winning 501c3 nonprofit, nonpartisan network of more than 160 organizations in more than 181 countries that promote a reduction in violence, a prevention of conflict, and a sustainable peace. So I said, well, what do we have in the U.S. for this? And I discovered something named after two people who were very kind to my mother once, Jimmy and Rosalind Carter, School for Peace and Conflict Resolution. And the work that does is educating young people to go out into the world and create peace-building opportunities. And then I looked at what peace-building opportunities there are in my area here in Kansas City for me to participate in. And an organization called PeaceWorks in Kansas City came up, and they actually have lectures and events that I can select and choose to participate in. So when you are feeling overwhelmed by what is happening in your world or in your life, first, you can feel what you feel, but get beyond the overwhelm and go to the simplicity. Encompass the complexities, because we are each greater, not only than anything that happens in our life or world, but than everything that is happening in our life or world, because we have that indelible and unconquerable human spirit. So encompass the complexities, focus in on one thing that is important to your heart, and then dig deeper and deeper and deeper until you find that peace of mind in the activities that are practical for you. And we're going to start that process right now of opening our hearts and focusing in out of all the complexities on what is practical for us in a moment of silent contemplation. So let's pause and take a deep breath and close our eyes and focus on this idea. I look beyond appearances of what is happening in my life and world to the possibilities of peace and freedom for myself and for all people. I look beyond appearances of what is happening in my life and world to the possibilities of peace and freedom for myself and for all people. And so it is. So when you are faced with the complexities of life or headlines or whatever is happening in your world, embrace the complexities, because within them is one thing that calls to your heart. Follow that path until you find what is peaceful and practical for you. Thank you for joining me today, because we are creating our own coalition for peace, starting with our own peace of mind and then sharing that peace with our world. Have a wonderful day.